talking like they don't know a king when they see one. See him in person, he take it back like a refund. Ballin' with my brothers, all my niggas playin' D1. Daily checkin' chicken, he gon' spin it watchin' reruns. Niggas say they real, but
as you can see here, we've got a right little concoction. I'm gonna try and not spill this on the floor as I film this. Got 125 grams of oats, handful of fruit, a banana, and then 45 grams of whey. Ooh, one thing I did get, which is beautiful. If you've been here since prep, you know how much I love this stuff. 100% absolute cocoa dark chocolate. So beautiful, so good, especially melted in oats, especially. God damn. So, I'm gonna eat this, and then we've got leg day. The day is 8th of July. We have just finished the first 4 weeks of the phase 1 of the diet. Then I had a week on holiday, went to Malaga. I know you were thinking, whoa, that man is tanned. British genetics at its finest. Yeah, I didn't burn. I mean, I'm not particularly horrendously tanned. Probably should just start getting spray tan, to be honest, realistically, at this point. But we're back into phase 2 of the diet now. Came up back from holiday around 0.4 kilos up, so nothing crazy. To be honest, it wasn't about that. I was more just like, whatever I come back at, realistically. I didn't overeat, I didn't undereat. I had 4 pizzas whilst I was away. 4 nights, 4 pizzas. You know, I give myself a good pizza. But especially when I'm on a holiday. Lots of monsters consumed, and yeah, but Monday has come round. We're into phase 2 of the diet. Weight is 84.7 kilos this morning, and yeah, time to get sub 80s, people. Again, just gotta do the do. Tick the boxes. When I say tick the boxes, I mean enjoy these bad boys. God damn. Yes, people, it is that time of a YouTube video where Drew sits here and waffles on his way to the gym. As always, you know your fucking boy has got MV Pre. It's a Monday. You've got to start the week right, you know what I mean? Highly caffeinated and about to train legs. I don't see an issue, quite frankly. So, I'm trying to think of any little life updates I've got recently. Pretty simply, I'm no longer living in Leeds currently at the moment. I've moved back home for a few months because your boy finished university. I know, wild. You didn't think I'd be here? I didn't think I'd be here. Graduated with a 2-1, which is pretty fucking good. I actually haven't actually graduated as of yet. I graduate technically next week, so that's going to be fun. Oh, thank you. But yeah, back home for a few months. So training at EP Jungle, which is good, which is where I'm going to be training today, as you'll see. Very good gym, especially for leg kit. Got some pretty immaculate leg kit. I'm not too sure which one I'm going to use today, but I've just been enjoying training a little bit. But again, I don't think actually I've kind of clocked the fact that I've moved home from uni yet. Like, realistically, anyone listening to this who's moved home after being an independent adult for 3 years, it's a bit weird so far. However, we're getting used to it. Luckily, my home life is fucking lovely. Parents are absolute G's. So again, it's just more getting used to the less independent side of things, like living with people, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I've lived with people for the last 3 years. Big up the housemates, big up bathhouse, but not the same. You know what I mean? Living with your parents and living with people in your age is a bit different. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, but you can goddamn bet there's going to be a fuck ton of content coming out, because your boy's got some videos lined up, you know what I mean? You should look forward to it. But yeah, got legs today on the cards, which is going to be fun. It has officially hit that point of UK where we've had a sprinkler sun. As you can see, it's lovely and fucking hot today, which means to one thing, bad boy sunglasses are going on. I have been in Malaga for like last week anyway, which realistically has been 30 degrees there, so it being like 19 degrees here still feels nice. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, I've acclimatised to the Espanol heat. That's just not the reality of the situation. However, I do think I'm going on a few more holidays, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, it's weird kind of transitioning into this adult life where the leading driver of it is not education. Because realistically, okay, I wouldn't have moved out my gaff realistically if I didn't go do a degree. So it's going to be very weird in about 2 months' time when I actually move out of the house with the purpose of just being a full-time online coach, which, as I always say, and I will continue to say on here, team is fucking smashing it at the moment. Everyone is fucking basically cleaning up, hitting the targets, you know what I mean? And again, hitting targets isn't necessarily about just eat chicken and rice every single day. Realistically, we're getting to the point of the year where summer's here. There's gonna be a few off-plan occasions. Myself, I'm eating 4 pizzas in a week. It's just managing it. Learning when to pull back a little bit of food because you're over-consuming a little bit in the evening in relative to your maintenance, depending on what your fitness goals are. Again, it's why I always think like online coaching is generally such like a fucking such a rewarding job. Because some people think you have to eat salads and chicken and rice all day, every day. Like, you just need to learn when to pull and when to push, and realistically a calorie is a calorie at the end of the day. I do apologise, I think that my contrast is fucking making it look like I'm sitting in a dark room right now. I promise I am not. But, anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on. We've got legs now, which is going to be good fun. First one off the deload. Time to just fucking cut myself basically, time to bury myself. I don't actually know if I can swear on YouTube, but I swear enough anyway, so yeah, I'm not going to say it and pretend like I don't. It's pretty awful for me, but it's just part of my personality, you know what I mean? Right, I'm going to try and turn this camera off without crashing my car, and yeah, let's fucking get into it, people. Didn't want it. Didn't want the rock, paper, scissors. Fuming. God damn. We just knew he was going to lose, that's why. Pretty simple. Pretty simply knew he was going to lose.
Niggas tweet a lot, we never seen them in the city though.
Make a life for myself. Make a life for myself.
is legs finito. Jesus Christ. 2 hour session, in and out. Holy fuck, I feel battered. Oh, first one off a deload. Set the fucking tone for the next 4 weeks, you know what I mean? I'm currently wearing this fucking oversized t-shirt as well, and it is drenched. Like, I did that pose at the end then, and I put it back on and I was like, that is soggy. Soggy is the specific word which hits the nail on the head. Jesus. Now, I was gonna do cardio at the end now. My cardio is still at 4 times 25 minutes a week. But good kind of point of discussion is a bit of auto-regulation around stuff. So, first 4 weeks of the training block / mini cut, I could kind of afford to do my cardio on like leg days, because I'm on legs 3 times a week. I'm on legs on Monday, which is like quads, hammies, glutes. Wednesday it's back, glutes, hammies. Friday it's quads, glutes, hammies again. So I could kind of afford to do it on one of the leg days without accumulating too much fatigue. Now, as I'm coming into the last 4 weeks of this, I went on the treadmill then and I was like, I'm so cunted. This is actually gonna be pretty counterproductive to do cardio on my leg day. Especially when I can do it on a push day. I can do it on both rest days, which makes 3 days, and then I can do it on my upper day. So it's just being a little bit more smarter, thinking a bit smarter as we go into the second block and kind of auto-regulating that. Now, don't get me wrong, if I need to do it on a fucking leg day, I can thug it out. But sometimes thugging it out is actually a little bit more counterproductive. And if I've got the option to, I want to do it smarter. As you can see, your boy still doesn't train like a pussy. I am absolutely twatted. Starting to feel the diet phase coming back in again. Like, I was sat there and I was like, oh my God. I don't think I've shown you guys the current progress rig of how we're looking. So let me whack that up for you. So obviously, I will show you 93 kilo Drew, even though you saw him before. So this is what 93 kilo Drew is looking like on the right, as you can see there. That one, that's not 93, that's post-prep Drew Watery. And then, if I show you the recent progress photos, this is what 84 kilo Drew looks like. 84.3 I am in them. As you can see, I put a whole lot of size on my legs, if this wants to kind of show my face and again pretend like I'm not in a dark room. Put a whole lot of size on my legs, which is quite a good thing. And again, what we've kind of aimed for this off season. Now, when I go back into a bulk, back into a surplus, whether I'm going to be doing 2 quad days and 1 hammy day, I think I may be moving to 2 posteriors and 1 quad day. Quads have developed a fuck ton. Adductors have developed a fuck ton. I just need a bit more hammy, to be honest. So banging 2 posterior days is not going to be kind of against the grain of that. So yeah. Right, I'm going to drive home because I'm currently drenched in sweat. My camera contrast is kind of having a little boogie, having a little tango. And yeah, I'll see if you can put my post-workout meal. This is going to be one of those drives home where I'm just literally going to be in silence. Post-leg day vibes. Happy days. Happy. Now, post-workout, 2 big L's, 150 grams of chicken, and then 2 eggs on each one. Now, then I've got 1 more meal after that. This is not a full day of eating, calm down. Just gonna be a protein shake. Basically, I have 3 carb meals during my day. Usually, it kind of depends what time I train. So if I'm training later in the day, my first meal will just simply be a protein shake. So, now I trained a little bit earlier today, that gets chucked to the back end of the day. But my pre-workout meal, my post-workout meal, always stay the same. Just beautiful. Voila. Standard. But yeah, wicked stuff. Gonna scran this. And then, yeah, I'll see you in a second. So, currently sat here making my breakfast. I just realised I forgot to completely film an outro. But to conclude yesterday's leg session, beautiful, beautiful. And again, woke up today. Usually, after legs, I wake up a little bit heavier, just because of a little bit of inflammation down there. However, I was actually 0.5 down, so 84.2. It's actually technically a new low, realistically. So yeah, happy fucking days, people. I'm gonna leave the video there. Like I said, my eggs are burning. My eggs are burning. Gonna keep on doing more of these sort of kind of just raw, pretty just nonchalant videos where I'm just kind of waffling. But it's the reality of how I live my life. I've just done client check-ins, everyone's smashing it. I then make my food. I then kind of just do whatever I need to do programming wise, food wise, etc, for the team. And then yeah, we're gonna go train this afternoon and hit a push session. But I've got a very cool video lined up. Next one's gonna be a pretty techie one, so keep your eye out. Training with a big old fella, so you'll know who he is. Right, have yourself a beautiful day, people. Subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. If you want any protein, Full Bore Sports, code Drew. Yeah, if you want to be coached by myself also, just drop me a message on Instagram. Pretty informal application process. You can click the link in my bio as well, but just drop me a message. Mint. Adios.